Before we dive into the strategies for body fat reduction, let's make something clear. The information shared in this video is for your entertainment and general information only. It's not intended as medical advice or a substitute for professional healthcare. Everyone's body is unique, and it's crucial to consult with a healthcare professional before you start any new diet or exercise regimen. Now that we've got that important bit out of the way, we can start on our journey to understanding unconventional strategies for body fat reduction. To combat an enemy, we first need to understand it. So what causes fat gain, especially in older adults? The human body is a complex machine, and sometimes it doesn't behave the way we'd like it to. For many of us, that means struggling with weight gain as we age. The reasons behind this are multifaceted, but three factors stand out. Firstly, our metabolism, the engine that burns calories and provides energy, naturally slows down as we age. From our 30s onward, we lose about 1% of muscle mass each year, and as muscle is more metabolically active than fat, this loss means fewer calories burned, leading to weight gain if our calorie intake remains the same. Secondly, our lifestyle plays a crucial role. As we grow older, we tend to become more sedentary. Less physical activity means fewer calories burned. Our desks, our screens, our couches, they all beckon us to a lifestyle of stillness, and this lack of movement can lead to a surplus of unused energy that our bodies store as fat. Finally, consistently higher blood glucose and consequent blood insulin levels can contribute to fat gain. Here's how. When we consume food, our bodies break it down into glucose, which our cells use for energy. Insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas, helps our cells absorb this glucose. But when our blood glucose levels are consistently high, our bodies produce more insulin. This excess insulin signals our bodies to store the surplus glucose as fat. So, we see that a slower metabolism, a sedentary lifestyle, and consistently high blood glucose and insulin levels are significant contributors to fat gain. These factors intertwine in a complex dance, each influencing and being influenced by the others. But here's the good news. By understanding these factors, we can begin to strategize ways to counteract them. By making informed choices about what we eat, how we move, and how we manage our stress, we can tip the scales in our favor and navigate towards a healthier, more balanced lifestyle. Understanding these causes is the first step towards strategizing our fight against body fat. The first weapon in our arsenal against fat is the right diet. Let's dive into the different diet strategies that can help in fat reduction. First up, the ketogenic or keto diet. This diet is low in carbs and high in fats. It's designed to force your body into a state of ketosis, where it burns fat for energy instead of carbohydrates. When your body is in ketosis, it becomes a fat-burning machine, helping you shed those unwanted pounds. Next, we have the paleo diet, also known as the caveman diet. This diet is all about eating like our ancestors did. It's high in protein, fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, and low in processed foods, sugar and grains. The idea here is to eat as naturally as possible, sticking to foods that could be hunted or gathered in the wild. This helps to eliminate excess sugars and processed foods that can lead to weight gain. Then, there's the Mediterranean diet. This diet is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, olive oil, and lean proteins like fish and chicken. It's considered one of the healthiest diets worldwide, thanks to its focus on whole foods and heart-healthy fats. It not only helps in weight loss, but also improves heart health and longevity. Now, you might be wondering, which diet is the best for me? The answer is, it depends. Each person's body responds differently to different diets. It's about finding what works best for you, whether that's keto, paleo, Mediterranean, or a combination of these. Also, it's essential to remember that these diets are not quick fixes. They require commitment and consistency. Incorporating these dietary changes into your lifestyle can lead to sustainable weight loss over time. Another key point to note is that these diets are not about deprivation. It's not about starving yourself or cutting out entire food groups. Instead, it's about making smarter choices, feeding your body the right nutrients, and listening to your body's signals. It's about balance, moderation, and making sustainable changes that you can stick with in the long term. Remember, it's not about starving yourself. It's about feeding your body the right nutrients. Next up, we have the power of exercise. Now, when we talk about exercise, we're not just referring to mindless hours on the treadmill or countless push-ups. We're talking about a balanced regimen that includes both resistance training and cardio. Resistance training, or as some call it, strength training, is crucial for fat loss. When you lift weights, you're essentially breaking down the muscle fibers, which your body then works to repair. This process requires energy, and guess where that energy comes from? You got it right, from your fat stores. Strength training also helps to build lean muscle mass. And the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, even when you're at rest. That's because muscle tissue is more metabolically active than fat tissue. So, by increasing your muscle mass through resistance training, you're essentially turning your body into a fat-burning machine. But that's only one half of the equation. The other half is cardio, which stands for cardiovascular exercise. This includes activities like running, biking, or swimming. Basically anything that gets your heart rate up. Cardio is a powerful tool for fat loss because it burns a lot of calories in a short amount of time. But here's the kicker. Cardio also improves your body's ability to use fat as an energy source, both during exercise and at rest. So, not only are you burning more calories when you do cardio, but you're also teaching your body to be more efficient at using fat for fuel. That being said, it's important to find a balance between resistance training and cardio. Too much of one and not enough of the other can lead to suboptimal results. A good rule of thumb is to aim for at least 3 days of resistance training and 2 days of cardio per week. Remember, consistency is key. You're not going to see results overnight, but stick with it, and over time, you'll start to see the fat melt away and your body transform into a lean, mean, fat-burning machine. Exercises not only help burn fat, but also build muscles and improve overall health. Now let's talk about some unconventional strategies: intermittent fasting and cold showers. When it comes to fat loss, we often overlook the role of our body's internal processes, like the regulation of blood glucose and insulin levels. That's where intermittent fasting comes into play. This dieting pattern alternates between periods of eating and fasting. But it's not just about skipping meals. It's about giving your body time to process the nutrients from your food and use up its glucose stores before consuming more. During a fasting period, your blood glucose level naturally decreases. This encourages your body to dip into its fat stores for energy, promoting fat loss. More importantly, it helps regulate your insulin levels. Remember, consistently high insulin levels can lead to fat gain, especially in older adults. So by controlling your insulin through intermittent fasting, you're tackling one of the root causes of fat gain. Now let's get a little chilly with the concept of cold showers. You might be wondering how standing under a stream of cold water can help you lose fat. Well, it's all about metabolism. When you expose your body to cold temperatures, it has to work harder to keep you warm. This increases your metabolic rate and leads to more calories being burned, even when you're not exercising. But that's not all. Cold showers also stimulate the production of brown fat, a type of fat that generates heat and burns calories. Unlike white fat, which stores calories and contributes to weight gain, brown fat can actually help you lose weight. So, by taking cold showers, you're not just burning calories, you're also promoting the production of fat-burning brown fat. While these strategies might seem unconventional, they can be powerful tools when used correctly. Remember, this is all about combining different strategies for a more holistic approach to fat loss. So, why not give intermittent fasting and cold showers a try? You might just find they're the missing pieces in your fat loss puzzle. Last but not least, let's talk about the role of proper sleep and stress reduction in fat loss. Sleep and stress, though seemingly unrelated, play a significant role in managing our body's metabolism and overall health. Sleep deprivation is more than just feeling groggy in the morning. It can slow down your metabolism, increase your appetite, and make you crave for high-carb, sugary foods. When your body doesn't get enough rest, it produces more ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and less leptin, the hormone that tells you when you're full. This hormonal imbalance can lead to overeating and weight gain. To improve sleep quality, establish a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a sleep-friendly environment, dark, quiet, and cool. Limit exposure to screens before bedtime. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, computers, and TVs can interfere with your sleep. Now let's talk about stress. High stress levels can trigger the release of cortisol, a hormone that can make you crave for unhealthy food and store fat in your belly. Chronic stress can also disrupt your sleep, creating a vicious cycle of sleep deprivation and stress. Mindfulness and meditation can help reduce stress and improve sleep. Mindfulness involves focusing on your present situation and accepting it without judgment. It can help you break free from the cycle of negative thoughts that often accompany stress. Meditation, on the other hand, can help you relax and reduce anxiety. It can be as simple as focusing on your breath, repeating a mantra, or visualizing a peaceful scene. Just like exercising and dieting, practicing mindfulness and meditation consistently can yield significant results. Remember, fat loss is not just about diet and exercise, it's a lifestyle change. Sleeping well and managing stress are just as important as eating healthy and staying active. So, don't neglect these aspects in your journey towards a healthier you. Now that we've discussed the strategies, it's time to put them into action. You've learned about the causes of fat gain, particularly in older adults, and how a sedentary lifestyle, lower metabolism, and consistently higher blood glucose and insulin levels can contribute to this. We've also explored the unconventional yet effective strategies for body fat reduction, which include a combination of dietary changes, exercises, intermittent fasting, cold showers, adequate sleep, and stress reduction. Firstly, consider the diet strategies we discussed. Whether you choose to follow a ketogenic, paleo, or Mediterranean diet, the key is to focus on nutrient-dense foods that keep your blood glucose and insulin levels stable. Start with small changes like swapping processed foods for whole foods, and gradually work your way towards a diet plan that suits your lifestyle and preferences. When it comes to exercise, remember that a combination of resistance training and cardio is the most effective for fat loss. You don't need to spend hours in the gym every day. Start with short, manageable workouts, and gradually increase the intensity and duration as your fitness improves. Intermittent fasting and cold showers can also contribute to faster fat loss. You could start with a simple fasting protocol, such as not eating after dinner until breakfast the next day. And while cold showers might seem daunting, even a few minutes of cold exposure can help boost your metabolism. Proper sleep and stress reduction are often overlooked, but they are crucial components of a successful fat loss strategy. Make sleep a priority, aiming for 7 to 9 hours a night. For stress reduction, consider mindfulness practices or meditation. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Remember, this isn't about implementing all these strategies at once. Start with 1 or 2 changes and gradually incorporate more as you get comfortable. It's about creating sustainable habits that will support you in your fat loss journey. As you embark on this journey, keep in mind that this is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Everyone's body responds differently, and what works for one person might not work for another. Be patient with yourself, listen to your body, and don't be afraid to adjust your strategy as needed. Finally, always consult with a healthcare professional before making significant changes to your diet or exercise routine. This video is for entertainment purposes and should not be treated as medical advice. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start your fat loss journey today.